If you are not willing to sleep, have sleepless nights, you're not willing to wake up early, you're not willing to sacrifice a lot of your time, you're not willing to lose some money, you're not willing to break down, you're not willing to be lonely, then you're not ready to be a trader. You're not ready, in fact, to be an entrepreneur. Because you need to be broken for you to know exactly what you are made of. What are your capabilities? You need to be broken first. Everything that is tested will always be tested in a harsh environment. Family, hello. MJ Givens Kasi here, your mentor, your coach, and your president. Well, you've asked for part 2, and part 2 is exactly what I'm going to give you today. And if you are new to the channel, welcome to the atmosphere of high performance. And without also wasting much of your time, grab your notebook. You know what time is it? Psychology, psychology, psychology. I also want to take this time to thank and give a special shout out to our sponsor, Okta. As you know, that they are our sponsor for the psychology series as well as Market Madness. Well, it's my preferred broker, and this is a broker that I use to trade with low spreads. I enjoy no commissions, and I also enjoy zero swaps. So if you don't have an account, this is the time that you need to register now. There is my link there down below. You can use a link to register with Okta. And don't forget to use my promo code TRADE with MJ for 100% bonus on your deposit. Like I said, family, it's a psychology series, and you know what time is it. The notebook must be ready and be inspired and motivated about something. Like I always say, if you are not inspired by my message or not motivated, at least grab something out of the episode. I believe that with the effort that we take to give you this content, there's always something that you can grasp out of everything that we give out for you. I want to carry on from where we left off. We had a very intimate episode last time, and we spoke about a lot of things, and many of you could relate to my story. So today I just want to get it to the next level. I want to talk more about the system of the world, and some things might not be relevant to what you know about trading. And you might ask, Mr. President, why are you talking about things that are not related to trading? Yes, you might think they are not related to trading, but they are related to the world of business. If you look at the system of the world, we've got the healthcare system, you've got finance, you've got the law, and you've got things like in my country it's called correctional services. Now think about this country if it did not have certain laws that we have to follow in order for us to be in good standing with the law. Everyone could do whatever that they want, but the law is there to govern us. That's why we have a government. Now, you cannot do what you want to do today, not because you're not capable of, but you cannot, or you will not, because you know that the law will be posed on you and you will get punishment out of that. But in the world of trading, since no one puts the laws, we are the ones that should put the laws for ourselves. It becomes difficult to follow our own laws that we put for ourselves. So you would find a lot of people not knowing what to do because discipline is not instilled in them, that they cannot discipline themselves in personal things, and it becomes difficult to discipline themselves when it comes to the charts. And you often get disappointed by the results because you're doing same thing all the time. You're doing same things all the time and you are expecting different results. I've disappointed a lot of people. I've disappointed my parents. I've disappointed my siblings. I've disappointed my colleagues. I've disappointed people that I went to varsity with. Because I made a decision that was not fashionable. Well, with close to 10 years of trading experience, one thing that I've learned over the years is that you need a good broker by your side. That's why I choose Okta. Well, I get to enjoy fast deposits and fast withdrawals. I also like the fact that Okta was voted the most trusted broker in South Africa 2024. They offer a diverse range of instruments, 150 plus stock assets, 30 plus crypto assets, 35 currency pairs, metals, and indices. What's also cool about Okta is that they've got zero swaps, no commission, and low spreads. Isn't that cool? Well, Okta cares about their traders. That's why they offer a wide range of trading materials for traders to learn how to trade. Start trading now. Register in Okta Trading app using the link down in the description. Also, don't forget to use my promo code TRADEWITHMJ to get your 100% bonus on your deposit. Cheers. I made a decision that nobody would really understand. Why would you do this? You had good education, you had good grades. MJ, you can potentially get any job in the finance industry. Any job you want, you can potentially go for it. Why would you do, our business is normally classified as the scamming business. The Forex business is always looked at as if it's a scamming business. It's not reliable. There's no certainty in trading. Those are all the things I was hearing at that time. And believe you me, when you disappoint so many people, you tend to think that you made a bad decision. Looking at the fact that now I've quit my job, now people are disappointed by a decision that I took of trading. Now, these are now two things. They follow the system of the world, which is go to school, get good grades, apply for a job, get a job, and start a career, of which I don't have a problem with that. We all start there. And if you are working right now, you are confused whether you need to quit your job or you should carry on with the job. The best advice I can give to you is that if you are not finding consistency in the field of trading for at least 4 to 6 months, don't quit as yet. You are not ready. Unfortunately, you are not ready. And this is just my opinion because I'm talking from where I come from. You are not ready to now think that you had a one good month and you're quitting your job because you have one good month. It's, for me, it's really a decision or a risk that I don't think in this economy that we are in right now, it's a good decision for you to take. Look, if you are not profitable, you don't have a good track record for the past 6 months of seeing at least profitability, don't quit as yet. You are not ready. And I know you can say, President, if I quit, I'll have more time to trade. I understand you, but the best advice I can give you is that get into the slave mode. And what is a slave mode? A slave mode is to do many jobs at once in a short space of time, and you are trying to capitalize on returns. You're trying to capitalize on the income that you get out of doing so many things in a short space of time. So rather trade while you are having your job and find a system that will work. If you know you work from 9 until 5, find a system that will work within that. Always find a solution. What I have realized is that as traders, we are too quick to look for excuses, especially when things are not going our way. We look for an easy way out. And that's a problem I had when I was at the business school, that the case study that were presented to us, they will say Johnson had a business and he encountered this problem in his business during production, and he had to do 1, 2, 3, and after 5 years Johnson found a breakthrough and his business was sustained and he took it from there. Now that's a case study. Now what do we know about the case study is that this man had a business, this man had encountered a problem, and from a problem he found a solution. But what the case study will not tell you is that what was the state of mind when he was facing the problem. What was the state of mind when he was encountering the problem, right? I can come here and be in front of camera and say things were not well. I used to do this, I used to do that. But the question will be, Mr. President, what was your state of mind when you were encountering losses? Encountering losses. So that's the only problem I used to have with the business school, that they don't make us tap into the atmosphere of Mr. Johnson, but they give us a case study. And what is so dangerous about this case study is that you would normally think that since Mr. John had a breakthrough, you also will have a breakthrough. And that's where we fail, right? If you knew the state of mind of Mr. John during that time, maybe you would be motivated not to carry on with this business journey. If you are not willing to sleep, have sleepless nights, you're not willing to wake up early, you're not willing to sacrifice a lot of your time, you're not willing to lose some money, you're not willing to break down, you're not willing to be lonely, then you're not ready to be a trader. You're not ready, in fact, to be an entrepreneur. Because you need to be broken for you to know exactly what you are made of. What are your capabilities? You need to be broken first. Everything that is tested will always be tested in a harsh environment. So the losses that you are encountering right now, take them as not just only lessons, but use them as your arsenal. Use them as a future weapon to say, I've seen this. I've seen this before. This is playing out exactly how I saw it 2 years ago. There's no way I'm going to make the same mistake. That's your arsenal. That's your weapon. You need to use that. But a lot of us is that we normally look for the easy way out. What is the easy way out? Instead of looking for an easy way out, face your problem and say, how do I solve a problem? Best entrepreneurs out there, they have the ability, the capacity to solve problems when they are encountering problems. Always. Never leave a room for excuses, never leave a room for finding a best way out. Face the problem. If your problem is going full margin, face that problem and let your research be only about going full margin if that's your problem. If your problem is all about you are burning your money more than you are bringing it, then that's a problem. Face it. I've noticed that problems that we encounter as traders, these are problems of breakthrough. I'll give you an example. Many of you always ask me, why did I start this business? Why did I fail in this business? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? I'll give you one story of mine, and I believe this can really open up your mind and your eyes. Now, where I stay, we had a problem of mosquitoes, right? And we are in Africa. Mosquitoes here, look, those mosquitoes were horrible. They were using diesel. Some were having 500 bhp horsepower. They were serious mosquitoes. And I used to look at the problem as, okay, fine. If there's a problem of mosquitoes, I'll buy Doom. They call it deadly Doom, a poison that we use to kill insects and flies and all that. So I always thought I'll just buy Doom in the house and I'll just look at different remedies that I can have because the mosquitoes were too much. Now look at this. We are seeing that we are having a problem, and every now and then I'm going to a grocery store, especially during summertime. It's either Doom is going to be finished or there's going to be the one that is not powerful. And every time I look at the grocery list, Doom is always playing a role there. Why is Doom playing a role there? It's because we had a problem in the house of mosquitoes because of the where we stay, the area in which we stay. There's a lot of trees, dams, and so we are like, no, we'll find Doom and it will work. Now, I figured that I'm spending a lot of money on Doom, and there's no need for me to do that. And I thought, what could be the possible way to get rid of these mosquitoes? Now, I thought of a pest control company. Let me just call a pest control company. They might have something for me. Let them come and fumigate the whole house, and I'm good to go. I'm okay. And I give a call to the pest control company. And while I'm waiting for them, I'm like, okay, fine, they're going to come on this particular day. Let me go buy Doom again. I go to the grocery store. Guess what? On the same shelf, I find 5 people looking for Doom. And I ask them, why are we always buying Doom? And say, mosquitoes. And I looked at the problem. I said, there's my money. There's my money. Got back home, told my wife, look, I have a business proposal that I need to draft for myself because I need to fund this business. And it's like, what business is that? I said, the problem that I encounter in my house, it should open up my eyes that there are other families that are suffering from the same thing, especially in the same neighborhood. So what I did was, I'm going to start a pest control company. This is a problem that clearly a lot of people are suffering from this. There's a demand. Now, what did I do? I was using demand as a business plan. And all I needed to do, I know I don't have a pest control certificate. I'm not satisfied. I'm certified to do pest control and all these things. But what I needed to do was to be a middleman. So all I had to do, get the pest control company that is having all the equipment certified and they are lacking in terms of marketing and they don't have enough demand. And I have demand. Started making advertisements, starting telling the whole neighborhood that there's a pest control company that can sort out this mosquito thing. They came to my house, they sorted it out, and I'm happy. Only to find out that's a company that I've started for myself. Now, I was a middleman. True story. I did not even invest $1 or R1 into that business. All I needed to do was to use what I have. Go on our estate, tell the people at the gate that, look, when people are encountering this problem, there's a company that can sort them out. Here's my number. As easy as that. Now, I did not invest any money in this business when I started, right? I had the guy to do the fumigation, which is a certified person, and I had the demand because I knew that around the neighborhood. Only to find out that even other neighboring towns around, they are suffering from the the same thing. All I needed to do was to get some injection in the business, which now that injection came in a form of a profit because I was a middleman. There's a pest control company, there's a demand, which is a customer. I'm in the middle. I combine the two of them. I become like a broker. Problem solved. I get my commission. With the commission that I take some of the money, I reinvest in marketing, carry on marketing this pest control business, take some of the money. Guess what do I do? Fund my other accounts. As easy as that. So all these business ideas that I have, I I I I had to see a problem and try to solve a problem for myself and realize that once I solve a problem for myself, I'm probably solving a problem from other people for other people. But I'm not gonna do that for free, obviously. Then that's where a business plan came. A business idea came out of a problem that I was encountering. Now I have a full running business of pest control. I don't need to be there. Somebody will be doing the work for me. As easy as that. When I started my construction business, tell you what, because a lot of you are watching and they're like, but Mr. President, why are you telling us about all these things? These are stories that I'm telling you that they help me to fund a lot of my accounts. When I started my construction business, it started as an architectural firm. What I had to do was to find a young man who had a talent in drawing, did not have a PC, was drawing with the hand. I said, let's go with the times. I had a very powerful computer in my house. I gave him the screen, the computer, assets that I already had, right? For other things. I gave it to him. I said, we are 50-50 in this business. Registered a business. Now my construction company is one of the biggest construction companies where I stay. But it started small. It started small. And the money that I was getting there, I was able to fund. Now, you see what I mean. You see a problem. A young man was having a problem. I had the resources to give him. And those resources, they gave me a return. I was able to fund an account. So a lot of you are watching this. You've got so brilliant ideas. You've got brilliant minds. minds that can blow someone away. But the thing is, you don't know how to monetize your ideas and you don't know how to monetize your assets. Now, let me give you a tip. Try to see the assets that you have and the ideas. So it's assets versus ideas. And once you know how many assets you have and the ideas that you have and how can you put them together and try to monetize them, then you don't need capital to start anything. So a lot of you are running around, I need money to fund. I need money to fund. I need this. Yet you are having assets that you can monetize. So I'm only telling you this, that gone are the days of us worrying about a lot of things. If we've got assets, yeah, you might be coming from a place where you have nothing. I told you my story before that I was selling ladies' shoes. There's no business, I've tried everything. And most of them, they failed. True story. Most of them, they failed. Most of my trading accounts were blown. Most of my trading accounts did not even, but I am where I am today because I understood that the problems that I had, the journey that I was going through was preparing me for another atmosphere I was going to tap into, which is a high performance atmosphere, where we try to see where problems are and try to capitalize out of those problems. Instead of saying, these are the problems, yes, state the problem. How do you come in? How do you solve the problem? I think I've come to the end of the episode. Yes, another episode is going to come and we're going to be sharing. These are intimate psychology series that I always want to have with you guys. I enjoy sharing my story and my mistakes and my breakthroughs and my processes for me to get to that breakthrough. I'm always willing to share them with you. Let's try to grow our channel and let our community grow. Traders, family, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, again, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have Market Madness, and we want to take this special thanks again to Okta for sponsoring us. Do make sure that you open an account with them. Register today. Their minimum deposit is only $25. And remember to use my promo code TRADE with MJ to claim your 100% bonus on your deposit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'll see you in another episode. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we drop another episode like this. Don't forget, Market Madness 3 days a week. It's all gonna be happening. Cheers.